right, race fans. Welcome to TurnLeftTV. Be ready for some high-speed action tonight. Step on the gas. All right, race fans, welcome to Indy GP. This is TurnLeftTV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. The High Octane Racing League IndyCar Series hits the Indy GP. 50-lap race here at Indy in the Brickyard. It's the GP configuration. It's a 50-lap race, and it's race number 2 of the season. This is a fun track. It's home for me. Who's got what it takes to bring home the victory? Well, there's only one way to find out, and that's to watch it right here on TurnLeftTV. Well, the IndyCars race number 2 here on a Saturday. It's a 50-lap race of Indy GP, baby. Let's get this party started. All right, thank you so much for coming in and joining me here on TurnLeftTV. This is not a live stream, unfortunately. Looks like we were having trouble with the encoder for some reason, man. It worked last night, but not tonight. So we are doing this as an upload, and thank you for being patient. God, I love this game, man. Love technology when it works, but when it doesn't work, it is awful. So race number 2 of 8, the Indy GP. I'm your host, Heath Johnson, broadcaster, commentator, and soon to be retired from this stuff, Brad. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for coming in and watching the race, obviously on replay. So this is race number 2, and we are in the practice session. Actually, finished the practice session, getting ready to go to quals. So I had a little trouble there trying to get things going, and we have wasted all of our practice time trying to figure this out. Today's race is brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you are interested in an rFactor 2 server, there are 3 self-managed server packages for you to choose from. That is EliteHostingUSA.com. That's who provides our website here at highoctaneracing.net. Thank you for joining me here on the YouTube channel. Please hit that thumbs up button once you see the video. Subscribe if you haven't done so, and smash the bell. You get updates when races are going live or when we upload videos like today. Don't forget to help me by clicking on the link down in the description of the race. If you'd like to buy me a coffee, there's a way to do that. And thank you for your support here at TurnLeftTV and supporting High Octane Racing League. These guys are in the qualification session now. And it looks like Claudio Bardelli Jr. is the first one out. While he gets his setup going here, let's take a look at the track. Indy GP, 2.439 miles, 3.9 kilometers, 14 turns, a little bit of the oval section, a little bit of a whole lot of in the yard road course infield. So a very fun track. I'd like to get out there and do some laps too. I did earlier this week. So excited about seeing these guys destroy my times. Claudio Bardelli Jr., first one out here on the track. Bardelli Jr., 25.627, that's sector number 1. Hard left-hander. And a quick back to the right. High-speed corner here. Got to get yourself set up for a small S section of this. So then hard right-hander. Fun track, fun section of the track here. Into 12 and 13. Challenging section here. That's where pit entry is right there. And oh man, hard left-hander here. And now you carry a lot of speed, the sweeping right-hander. And down the front stretch, it looks like 114.759 for Claudio Bardelli Jr. Colin Matiak in his first race back out here with us. 114.759 is the time to beat. Matiak up onto the straightaway. 113.126 to the top of the grid. Bram Vandertang. His first race out with us, I believe. Claudio Bardelli Jr. second. Eugene Fedorov sits third. Emerson Scott is fourth. Alexander Meshkov fifth. And Gordon Carter right now is in sixth. Let's see where Bram Vandertang lands his car. 113.696 P2. Good run there for him. Dennis Udichin in the blue and white car, or blue and yellow car. Could be blue and white, I'm colorblind. $118.638 P9 for Dennis Udichin. Dan Richter, one of our great Indiana boys. Little work to do here for Colin Matiak is the top time, 113.126. Vandertang is second, Bardelli third. Eugene Scott is in the fourth position. Oh, a little bit of a miscue there for Dan Richter. Tough section of the track. A lot of speed into that hard right-hander. And now trying to recover. We'll step on the gas. 118.769. Little work to do there for Dan Richter. But take a look at Eugene Fedorov. But Fedorov might have finished up his, so he is sixth. Dennis Udichin, the 47 car. Little tough break there for Utichin, not quite gripping there. So 1:13.126, but Utichin is in ninth with his time lap. Like he got one in. John Stanley, I think, is going to start at the end of the field. Well, it looks like everybody who's going out has gone out. Thank you so much for joining me here on TurnLeftTV. Appreciate you being here today. Whether you're you're watching it on replay, because I can't get it to go live for some reason, but here we go.
TurnLeftTV. 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 Cause this is gonna be a great show. Heath Johnson saying all you need to know. We got fast cars racing, hopefully you're pacing. Are you ready for some high-speed action? Step on the gas, alright. Race fans, my heavens, my heavens. Bushwhackers.
All right, we are back, and I believe that qualifications have finished. In case you're just joining me, I am Heath Johnson, broadcaster, commentator here at TurnLeftTV, and this is the High Octane Racing League IndyCar Series, race number 2 of an 8-race season. And the last of our road courses for a little bit. We'll have 5 ovals coming up after this. But first, we have the results of qualifications. Clallan Matiak, how about that, man? The whippersnapper, 113.126, qualifies in P1. Bram Vandertang, 113.658, qualifies in the second position. Claudio Bardelli Jr. qualifies in third, the last of the 113s. Emerson Scott qualifies in the fourth position with a 114.315. Dennis Vandeven qualifies in fifth. Eugene Fedorov is seventh. Meshkov's actually eighth. Ninth is Gordon Carter. This game is crazy, isn't it? Dennis Schuderchen qualifies in the ninth position, and Richter qualifies in 10th. And 11th is actually John Stanley. So this game doesn't know how to add. We'll take a look at the schedule here in the IndyCar Series. Of course, we're at Indy GP today for a 50-lap race. Next week, we'll be at the Milwaukee Mile for a great beginning to our ovals stint. There are 5 ovals there. You see Milwaukee Mile, Indy, Nashville, Iowa, and Gateway. All head your way. Bang, 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 right there in a row. And then Road America finishing out the season for race number 8 on June 21st. That's my grandma's birthday. And the first day of summer here in the Northern Hemisphere. In case you wanted to know. Take a look at the keys to the race here at Indy GP. Oh, that's not Indy GP. Where are my graphics people at? Where are my graphics people? Oh, I'm the graphics group. Hey, turn 1, man. Big one. Big one. Everybody's going to be piling into turn 1. Hard right-hander just after pit lane. And you're going to have to attack this infield. Really drive the track in this infield. Yeah, you're going to be around some folks, but man, getting through the infield is key here. And then you're going to launch onto the straight after getting through turns 13 and 14. And then find a rhythm here at Indy. It is a little bit of a rhythm track, especially in that infield portion. So those are my keys to the race here at Indy. We're going to take a look at the standings. If I get them up here, we go. Hank Steneker with that big win last week sits in P1. Ritzky Novar second. Claudio Bardelli Jr. is third in points. Bram Vandertang is fourth. Gordon Carter is fifth. Sofian Amara is sixth. John Stanley sits seventh. Antonis Paparanopoulos is eighth. And Ed Palumbo sits ninth in points. So those are the standings coming into today's race. About 3 minutes left to go in the warm-up session. Get your picks in now. Tell you what, man, I'm going to go with the whippersnapper here. That is Colin Madiak. About 2 minutes left to go in warm-up. Don't forget, we got some more racing headed your way later tonight. Kansas Speedway 100-lap race. It's our test of the next-gen series. 100-lap race coming up at Kansas Speedway in the High Octane Racing League Saturday Night Thunder. Tough Trucks will be in action on Wednesday. Race number 9, just 2 races to go in that season. That's Charlotte Motor Speedway. A 100-lap race there. And that should be a great one, man. Trucks, a lot of fun there. A little beating and banging. Swapping some paint on a Wednesday night. It's the Tough Truck Series. The Bushwhacker Series had a tough night there. We had some connection issues with this race last night. So we'll be at Vegas on Friday, May the 16th for race number 8 of the season. It's a 100-lap race from Vegas, baby. Who's going to roll the dice at Vegas? Get your picks in. Who you think's going to win this race? Thank you for being patient with me. For some reason I went to hit start streaming and it's giving me an encoder situation. Worked last night, but tonight, not the case. So we're not sure what's going on there. We'll have to figure it out. Well, looks like we're ready to rock and roll, boys and girls. The checker flag is out for warm-up. Checkered flag is out for warm-up. And we're ready to get this party started. Alrighty! All right, we are in for it, baby. 50-lap race here at the Indy GP. Let's take a look at the starting order. Colin Madiak starts P1. Bram Vandertang starts in the second position. Row 2 will be Claudio Bardelli Jr. and Emerson Scott. Starting in row number 3 will be Dennis Vandeven, Eugene Fedorov, 5th and 6th. Alexander Beshkov and Gordon Carter will be in row number 4. Row number 5 will be Dennis Uderchin and Dan Richter. Hank Jan Steneker and John Stanley make up row number 6. Row number 7 will be Ritsky Novar, all by his lonesome. It's going to be a fun one, boys. Going to be a fun one. These guys will do single file until past turns 12 and 13. I think it is 12 and 13. Get my race keys, man. Turn 1, big one. Even here under yellow. Attack the infield, manage that traffic, launch onto that straightaway, and then find a rhythm. And that may be the winning formula here at Indy Road Course. It's going to get wild. Again, my apologies for not going live with this. Could not get the hit the stream button, start stream button, and I had an encoder problem. So worked last night when I was streaming. I'm not sure what the deal is today. We'll have to figure it out. Guys warming up their tires here. Colin Madiak, the whippersnapper, back out here with us, starting in P1. Should be in P1 anyway. There we go. Pace car looks like an IndyCar to me. Not sure what the deal is with the pace car. That's not very cool. Pace car is an IndyCar. There we go, side by side. The pace car's off. Here we go. Colin Madiak, the whippersnapper, will lead the field to take the green flag here at Indy GP. And green, green, green. Into turn 1, Colin Madiak to the inside. Turn 1. Claudio Bardelli Jr.'s moved up to P2. Good start there for him. Yellow already had some shenanigans. Looks like Emerson Scott might have come around. And Madiak on to into the infield. Looking solid here, that's for sure. And Claudio Bardelli Jr. already up to P2. Bram Vandertang is in the third position. Off the track just a little bit, trying to get around Claudio Bardelli Jr. On board here with Bram Vandertang. Back up onto the oval portion of the track. Now down into the hard right-hander, back to the left here. And he is battling. Take a look here as Ritsky Novar and Dennis Yulichin battling it out. Novar to the inside of Dennis Yulichin. Ritsky Novar going to pick up a spot. Yulichin swings wide. Might leave the door open. Leaving the door open for Meshkov, but I think Meshkov, whoa! Meshkov, is he going to get around? Not have been Dan Richter, it looks like. We go back to live here and take a look at Colin Madiak with now a 3-second lead, over 3-second lead over Bram Vandertang. Vandertang has gotten around and now up to P2. Take a look here, Dan Richter to the inside. Richter going to pick up a spot. Getting around to Alexander Meshkov. Richter had to fight for that one. Our Indiana native now picking up a spot in P12. As actually, he was in P10 there. It looks like he might have dropped back a little bit. Take a look at back here to live, Colin Madiak, the leader. Alexander Meshkov and Denis Yudichin fighting it out into turn one. Yudichin on the high side as Meshkov pulls off a clean pass, picks up P9, and Yudichin back to the 10th position. And Yudichin's got a whole lot of Emerson Scott to deal with. Emerson Scott to the inside, and that Trax VR sponsor machine. Trying to get around Yudichin. Yudichin battling back as Scott wiggly there off the corner. And Richter trying to play catch up. Had some issues, and now trying to get a hold of the back end of that 2 car. Man, that thing is loose for him. Look at this battle here. Emerson Scott's trying to get around Denis Yudichin. Great battle here through the infield. Yudichin inches ahead, and Scott, a little wiggly off the corner. Man, he almost lost the handling of that car. And Yudichin pulls away. Emerson Scott now having to deal with Dan Richter behind him. Take a look at the back of this car. There we go. Dan Richter trying to catch us up. He has a little bit of an issue there and can't really pull it off. Gordon Carter going to pick up a spot here. Oh! Dennis Vandeven's coming around. Dennis Vandeven off the track. Let's see what happened to Dennis Vandeven. Vandeven just a little bit onto the curb, upsets the balance of the car, and he's into the grass. Keeps the car from coming all the way around, but he's going to lose the position. Emerson Scott's going to get by. Emerson Scott, they're battling Denis Yudichin. Vandeven's had some trouble, and Emerson Scott out down the front stretch. Hard on the brakes into turn one. Back here to live is Colin Madiak, now 1.9 seconds. That lead has diminished as Hank Stennecker is closing it in. Stennecker closing in on Colin Madiak. And those guys have been the fastest in practice this week. P1, P2. Eugene Fedorov running in the 5th position. One of the great Russian drivers. Good friend of mine too, man. One of the nicest guys you ever want to meet. Really is. Great to have him share his family life pictures and events that they go through and so forth, and it's really neat. What a great dad. And a punk rocker as well. Here he is racing in the 5th position in the 8 car. Gordon Carter running in the 6th position. Our great Canadian drivers and a board member here at HORL. There's some great painting for guys too. Fantastic Photoshop aficionado. And a really level-headed dude as well. And right now running in the 6th spot. Take a look at Ritsky Novar. Oh, Ritsky Novar, trouble for him. Ritsky Novar had some trouble. Not sure what went on there, and he is in the gravel trap. Ritsky Novar had some trouble here. Let's take a look. This is him in the gravel trap earlier. Wow, he's having a whole lot of trouble here. Let's take a look here. Yeah, going into turn one and just loops it there, gets into the grass. No chance of any grip there in the grass, and Ritsuki Novar a little bit off the pace. He's going to lose quite a few positions, as it looks like Dan Richter has gotten by. We'll take a look at Dan Richter. He's going into turn one. He's going to get by here. So Dan Richter hard into turn one. This is a fun turn, but man, it is a tough one. And you see Novar in the gravel trap right there. Coming back out on track as Dan Richter gets through. Richter now up to the 11th position, and Novar's going to have to play some catch-up. He's in P12. Take a look at John Stanley, one of our great Canadian drivers. He's running in the 13th spot. He's out here to, I think he doesn't take the IndyCar series too seriously. Really doesn't take any series too seriously. Just gets out, has fun. And here he is running in the 13th spot. We got a battle here for P1. Look at this battle right now. Hank Stedeker has caught up. Hank Stedeker and Colin Matiak are getting after it right now. Swapping positions. Look at that battle there. Stedeker getting by Colin Matiak. He had to work on him. And Stedeker now our new race leader. Something tells me they're teammates. What do you think with the paint schemes? Well, Hank Stedeker. Man, that was a battle. Let's go back and take a look at this. See Stedeker, their crossover move. And it might have been a touch, a few wheels there. A little tire touch. Stedeker loses the contact, but then Colin Matiak overdrives the corner, and Stedeker is going to get by Colin Matiak. The whippersnapper. Now back to P2. Colin Matiak now back to the second position, 1.6 seconds. He might have used up his tires, man. Now he's starting to miss corners. He might have used up his tires. And he's running in the second spot. Graham Vandertang is in the third spot. Colin Matiak giving up a spot to our new race leader as Hank Stedeker. Claudio Bardelli Jr. He's running in the fourth position as Vandertang running in P3. Bardelli Jr., one of our great NASCAR champions, Xfinity Series or Cup Series. Bit through the infield here as Claudio Bardelli Jr. trying to work on the back of Vandertang. It's about 7/10 separate the two of those guys. We'll take a look at the side-by-side view as Bardelli Jr. trying to close in on Vandertang, and on that right side view, you see Vandertang's rear view of Claudio Bardelli Jr. That is P4, P3. As that battle tightens up, we'll take a look at that again. Take a look at Eugene Fedorov here running in the fifth position. Fedorov, good run here for him. He's starting to close in on a lap car. Gets by the lap car. That is John Stanley. Those guys get by. Gordon Carter here running in P6. Good run here for him. We are 10 laps in, 40 laps to go. Gordon Carter working on the back of Eugene Fedorov. Fedorov trying to hold on to that position, but I think Gordon Carter's a little bit faster than he is right now. As we take a look at Eugene Fedorov running in the fifth spot, Gordon Carter running in P6, and it's starting to heat up there between the two of those guys. That gap is down to 9/10. Fedorov running in fifth, Gordon Carter in the sixth position. Fedorov's got a good run there off that corner. Now a hard left-hander in his future. So getting back up to a second. Looks like Fedorov a little bit better through the infield portion of the track. Take a look at Ritsky Novar. Man, he has had an eventful race here tonight. You know he's come around he's come around a couple times and really flat spotted those tires. I think I'd come down pit lane. He wants to try to stay on the lead lap as much as he can, but I'd come down pit lane, probably take some service, maybe pit a little bit early. Take some service there and get some fresh tires on that thing. He's lost a couple more spots. Now back to P12 is Ritsky Novar. Go back up here and look at Eugene Fedorov as Gordon Carter really starting to close in. Gordon Carter now on the move, closing in on Fedorov. Concentrate on that track. Fedorov might be looking in that rearview mirror, seeing where Gordon Carter is. All you got to do is miss a turn. Carter a little bit better in this stint through the infield. 0.4 of a second separate the two of those guys. Carter hard on the brakes, closing in on Fedorov. So great battling here. Eugene Fedorov, Gordon Carter. Classic battle between P5 and P6. Alexander Meshkov, Dennis Yudichin. Now it looks like Meshkov has gotten around as Yudichin's had some trouble. Yudichin had some trouble. He came off track. Let's take a look and see what happened to Dennis Vandeven. Oh, he misses the corner there. He just misses the corner, gets in the grass, doesn't come around, but he's going to lose a spot as Alexander Meshkov gets by. And looking out in front of Alexander Meshkov's machine, you see he's going to slip through as Yudichin overruns the corner and gets into the grass, and Meshkov gets by. We go back to live here and take a look at Hank Steneker. Steneker is our leader. He has opened up about a 4-second gap, actually about a 9-second gap there. Bad eyes. On Colin Matiak. Matiak might have used up those tires early on, and Steneker has a long run car. Ritsky Novar and Dennis Yudichin battling it out side by side here. Udichin on the outside as Ritzky Novar on the inside picks up that spot, back up to P11, so they swapped spots a little bit earlier. And now Ritzky Novar reclaiming P11 as Udichin falls back to the 12th position. So Novar. Ritzky Novar, one of our great Indonesian drivers. As Udichin now falling back to the 12th spot. Our favorite son from Ukraine, Denis Udichin. Here running in P12. The Klalamadiak, about 10.5 seconds down to the race leader. I think we're going to start seeing some pit stops here fairly soon. 15 laps in. Have a feeling that's what's going to happen. About Eugene Fedorov running in P5. Good top 5 run for Eugene. This guy could drive anything, man. He gets in the stock cars and makes them competitive. He races a lot of stock cars with us. He can race GT3s and racing Indy cars here tonight, and has a good top 5 run against a pretty stiff competition. He's running in P5. Take a look at Gordon Carter. He's got some company. Alexander Meshkov just behind him. So that battle tightening up. There's Meshkov in P7. On board here with Gordon Carter running in the 6th position into turn 1. This is where some action happens. Great battle here as Meshkov all over the back of Gordon Carter. Oh, we got a car off the track as well. It looked like maybe John Stanley's come off the track. Those guys get through. Some traffic ahead. And that's Gordon Carter, I believe. Gordon Carter in this mix. Alexander Meshkov. Vandeven's about 2 seconds back. Oh, Gordon Carter loses it. Gordon Carter lost it around the corner, keeps it out of the wall. Gordon Carter giving up some spots now as he lost it. Vandeven got by, so Gordon Carter's come around. Man, I tell you what, he was closing in. It just, he hit that curb just a little bit oddly and keeps it out of the wall. He might have scraped the wall a little bit, but he lost a spot. Now, he's lost a couple spots. Now he's back to the 9th position. And maybe this tire's giving up on him. On board here with Vandeven. Meshkov's gotten by as well. And right there, Gordon Carter, you see him in the grass. He might have hit the wall. I think on board here with Gordon Carter. Watch this, man. He just I think he misses the wall. He might have scraped it just a little bit with the front wing. And that tires are gone, and I think he's on pit lane now. He's going to come down pit lane, I'm hearing on the radio. Back up here with our race leader, that is Hank Steneker. And Gordon Carter is indicating that he is going to be making a pit stop. He's now back to the 9th position. He was battling Meshkov for P6. And Bargelli Jr. is on pit lane. So now we are taking a look at our leader as Gordon Carter making a pit stop here on lap 18. Gonna take some 4 freshies, full load of fuel. Cannot lose your concentration here for one moment. Looks like John Stanley has retired his machine. Tough break there for John. As Gordon Carter tucking into his pit stall. Looks like maybe Dennis Udichin also in his pit stall. So it looks like Gordon Carter now finishing up his pit and coming back out on track. He's not lost a position, so lost a couple on that. That messed up corner. Got into the grass, lost some positions. But no harm, no foul now as he's got fresh tires and back out. Take a look at Dennis Vandeven closing in on Eugene Fedorov. Vandeven had some bad luck late in this run, and he's going to get around Fedorov taking over P5. So Vandeven trying to bounce back here in the latter stages of this first run. Vandeven now in P5 as Bardelli Jr. And, now climbing up the grid. Looks like Fedorov and Scott have come down pit lane. Take a look at Eugene Scott. He is on pit lane now, finishing up his pit stop, coming back out on track. I haven't talked too much about Eugene and the Trax VR machine. One of our new drivers here in the IndyCar series. And my apologies to the Trax VR folks where he's probably racing from right now. I would imagine they were planning on watching the stream. But unfortunately, could not get the encoder to work. It worked last night, for some reason not working with us today. Eugene Scott running in the 7th position in his first race out here with us in the 26 car. Fedorov running in P9. 1 lap down. As he's trying to close in on Gordon Carter. About 1.5 seconds separate the two of those guys on board here with Fedorov as he's trying to close in on Gordon Carter just ahead. But these guys have made pit stops. Colin Madiak, man, he went out like gangbusters at the beginning of the race. Hank Staneker was patient. Bram Vandertang as well. But, Hank Staneker is the leader. He's got about a 20-second lead over Colin Madiak. Madiak running in the 2nd position. Bram Vandertang running in 3rd. Meshkov 4th. Vandeven is in 5th. Dan Richter had a tough beginning of the race. A little trouble there for him, and he is trying to pick up some spots. Dan Richter running in the 10th position. About 9 seconds back to Eugene Fedorov. Letting some of the lead lap cars go by. Dan Richter, one of our great Indiana drivers. You grow up in Indiana, you learn to love Indy cars, man. It is the heart and soul of Indiana. The Brickyard, and now we've got the road course here. That's been going on for quite a few years now, but Purdue grad, a nurse, and has a high racing IQ. Not just a high IQ, but a high racing IQ as well. And he is running in the 10th position. A top 10 run here. Oh, man, and he almost gets into, did you see that? He almost got into Dennis Udichin. Udichin came around. Excuse me, that was Meshkov. And Udichin's come around as well. A separate incident, it looks like. We'll take a look. Dennis Udichin. Oh, this is, he does get around. Oh, man, high up under the curb. This is it. Yeah, it was Udichin. And, wow, Dan Richter getting by. Johnny on the spot there. And Udichin trying to spin this car around. We get it pointing in the right direction. He has come around. Let's take a look. Udichon hard into this corner, and he's going to lose the back end of this. You see right there, lose the back end up on the curb, and then, whoa, Dan Richter eases on through. How in the world did Dan Richter miss that? On board here with Dan Richter. Watch this. Udichon's going to get up on the curb. Oh, man, lifts the front of that car up. Oh, Dan Richter does a great job of getting through that. Holy smokes. Right there, and then, whoa, boy. And Richter gets through. As Udichon now gets that car pointed in the right direction. Take a look at Hank Stedeker now 21 seconds up on Colin Madiak. And Udichon's had some trouble there. I just think more trouble there for him. Let's take a look. More word that maybe Udichon's come around. And yeah, man, he's just really messed up those tires. He's on reds and in the grass. So really messed up the tires there getting into turn one. Now he's gonna, I think, gonna have to come down pit lane. Trying to stay out of everybody's way as the race leader, Hank Stedeker. 23 seconds up on Colin Madiak. Vandertang is in third. Udichon fourth. Meshkoff is in fifth. Meshkoff has had such a good race here. Just quietly gotten this car into fifth place. Consistent. This guy brings a wealth of knowledge as far as RF2. He's done some work on tracks. Runs his own race league, and really one of the most level-headed, extremely intelligent sim racers out there. And I've been knowing Meshkoff for a long time. Really, as I started cutting my teeth back into rFactor 2, I met Alexander doing some stock car racing, and we've remained friends ever since. It's a busy life there, and I don't get to talk very often, but he is a wealth of knowledge, man. There's a lot of stuff that I go to him for whenever I need some expertise, and he has got the answers. Here he is out here mixing it up with us. Looks like Dennis Udichon has retired his machine, so tough break there for Udichon. Man, a tough break there. Take a look at Bram Vandertang. He's running in the third position. Oh, no, Vandertang's coming around. Vandertang loses the back end of that car. Doesn't come all the way around. He's in the grass. And these guys are gambling here, I think, on reds. And Vandertang spins around. And I think Vandeven's had some trouble as well. Vandeven in the grass. Let's take a look and see what happened to Dennis Vandeven. He's had a... Oh, man, he got just a little bit wide there, gets into the grass and spins this car. And now tries to get the car righted up and gets back out on the track. Oh, Lee Toledo. And Jan Stedeker is on pit lane. Hank Jan Stedeker on pit lane, finishing up at pit stop. Colin Madiak is on pit lane. So pit stops underway for our top contenders. As Stedeker comes out, enters in P1, comes out in P1. Took him a while to get around some of his teammates, but once he did, he's run off 22 seconds and climbing. Colin Madiak back out on track in P2. His first race back out with us. Great stock car driver, great IndyCar driver. I can't remember if he's done GT3 with us. I think he probably has. It's been a while since we've done some GT3 racing. Here he is mixing it up after a pretty long layoff from RF2, and he's running in P2 at Indy Road Course. Staneker now rolling up on some lap traffic just ahead. See Gordon Carter in P8. Carter, the last car on the lead lap. Take a look at Gordon Carter in a high place moving spots and machine. Wants to hold on to that spot, but he's not going to fight too hard, I don't think. He's going to keep Staneker honest, and he gives him some room, and Staneker gets by. And now Gordon Carter is one lap down in P8. Gordon's top best time here is a 1:15.680, 690. Take a look at this, Bram Vandertang closing in on Dennis Uderchin. Gets around Dennis Uderchin. Uderchin now falls back to P5 as Vandertang. Oh, Uderchin going to try to climb back onto the back of him as Vandertang gets by in P4. And a good battle there. Set him up. And able to get around. Look at that pass again by Bram Vandertang. Worked on him off the corner. Hard into the turn here. Hard right-hander. 12 and 13. And back to the left here as he gets around Vandeven. Vandeven falling back to P5. Well, right now, Hank Staneker is in control. He's 24 seconds up on Colin Madiak. Bardelli Jr. running into third position. Haven't checked on Bardelli Jr. here lately, but he's kind of out there by himself right now, running in P3. So got about a 4-second lead over the fourth place car of Bram Vandertang. Vandeven back to the fifth position. Elliott Scott, the Trax VR machine, running in sixth. And he's got some company here closing in. Alexander Meshkov closing in about 9/10 back. And Staneker, the lead lap car as well. Staneker trying to get around Elliott Scott. Elliott wants to stay on the lead lap. Staneker, the leader, it's hard to make a pass through here. Going to give him a lot of room here. And now Staneker going to the outside. And Elliott Scott lets the race leader go by. Meshkov trying to close in, but he's 7/10 back. Take a look at Ritsky Novar. He is one lap down, running in the 8th position. A tough day here for Ritsky. He's had some trouble early on. And wanting to bounce back. In the 10 car. On board here with Hank Staneker into turn one. This is a tough part of the track here. Double right-hander. You're setting yourself up here for the chicane. Does a great job there, not carrying too much speed where he comes off into the overrun area. Another tough spot here. This is high speed and then a hard left-hand corner. And we got a little S section of the track. Good rhythm section. You can start getting on the horse right here. High speed here. into turns 12 and 13. Hard on the brakes, hard right-hander. Set yourself up. Don't want to get into the grass there. Easy to get into the grass. Easy to spin out in the second half of this corner right there. You see some guys do it, and then hard on the gas through the gears up to the straightaway. And that's a master class in how to drive that infield of the track. Fun track here at Indy GP. Once you learn it, it is a lot of fun. Now, granted, I'm nowhere near as fast as these guys are. But it is a lot of fun, and it's a home track for me, man. I've seen a GT3 race here. GT World, I believe, is what it was. Fanatec. Go back to live here. I don't know why I had it on replay. Go back to live. Take a look at Colin Madiak. 31 laps in. We are below the 20 to go mark. As we're taking a look at Colin Madiak running in P2. Claudio Bardelli Jr. third. Van der Tang is in the fourth position, and Van de Ven is in fifth. These European guys, man, they just eat Indy cars up. They love IndyCar racing. They're passionate about our forms of racing, but it brings out the Euro guys. They love this stuff, man. Gotta love Indy cars, man. A lot of fun. They're a little light in the back end, but they are a lot of fun. A lot of power in these cars, and they're super light. So easy to break these cars loose. As we're taking a look at Alexander Meshkov and Emerson Scott. Emerson Scott running in the sixth position. Meshkov just ahead in P5. So good battle here on the track. Probably the best battle here right now is P5, P6. And Emerson Scott wanting to close in and pick up a top 5. Meshkov's got something to say about that, though. Take a look at Gordon Carter. He is running into 7th position. So good run there for Gordon Carter. Maybe trying to crack the top 5. Van de Ven back out on track, running in the 8th position. As Gordon Carter had gotten by. Not sure what the Van de Ven was on pit lane. We'll take a look at that pit stop there. Van de Ven on pit lane, taking service. Doesn't take very long on pit lane. It's the 21 car coming back out on the track, and he is in the 8th spot. Graham van der Tang is running in 4th. About 0.6 of a second behind Claudio Bardelli Jr. Bardelli Jr. having a great run, top 5 run. Stock car aficionado. Races the truck series with us as well. And here he is mixing it up in the IndyCar series. We'll take a look at him. Bardelli Jr. 2/10 now, separating these guys. This is a great battle here. Van der Tang to the inside, going into turn 1. Bardelli Jr. doesn't fight too hard, and hopefully, in his mind, Van der Tang misses that corner, but not the case. Van der Tang hits it on the marks, and Van der Tang picking up a spot. Take a look at that again as Van der Tang set this up. He goes to the inside. Good run there in the slipstream. Gets a good toe off of Bardelli's car and into turn 1. And Bardelli Jr. can't get back by. Back to the 4th position as Van der Tang picking up P3. Classic. That is a patent move right there. Textbook move by Van der Tang. We go back to live here. We'll take a look at Gordon Carter. Gordon Carter running into 7th position, trying to close in on Elliott Scott, but there's a fair amount of distance. About 2 seconds separate the two of those guys. He is closing in a lap car. That is Dan Richter. Richter running 2 laps down in the 11th spot, just ahead. Gordon Carter running in P7. 35 laps in, 15 laps to go. And I'm hearing that Gordon Carter is going to be pitting here the next time by, so announcing that he's pitting, closing in on Richter, and I don't know if he's going to fight Richter very hard here on this. Richter is 2 laps down. Gordon Carter 1 lap down in the 6th position. Emerson Scott is on pit lane. So Emerson Scott on pit lane here as Gordon Carter indicating he's going to be coming down pit lane. Emerson Scott now finishing up his pit stop, coming back out on track. He is in the 8th position. If you're joining me, you're obviously joining a replay of this race. I could not get the live stream to work, man. I got an encoder error, which is a little strange because everything was fine yesterday. Last night when I broadcast, so not sure what is going on there. We'll have to figure it out. As you see, Gordon Carter coming down pit lane, peeling off the track, make his pit stop. Pit road speed is 50 miles per hour. Good thing we had speed limiters, right? So on board here with Gordon Carter as he makes his pit stop. So he's given up a position now back to the 7th position as Dennis Vanderven's gotten by. So the 56 car. 4 tires and fuel for the 56, back out on track. And Novar is wanting to close in. This is going to be interesting too as 56 gets back on track, and you see Novar there getting by. Now in P8 is Gordon Carter falling back to 9th, but he is on fresher tires, so maybe closing in on Novar. Emerson Scott got by and now is in the 7th position. So Emerson Scott in his first race out with us in P7. We got 2 views of him. That's how great it is. Ugh. Going to give you an idea of where he's at with respect to P8. About 7.5 seconds separate him from P8. Novar's got some work to do to close in on Emerson Scott. Well, Hank Jan Staneker, 35-second lead over Colin Madiak. Madiak led quite a few laps early on, but Staneker methodically worked his way up and got around Bram Vandertang and Colin Madiak. And now finds himself P1 as Madiak running in the 2nd position. Looks like Bardelli Jr. is on pit lane late in this run. So Bardelli Jr. here on lap 38, finishing up his pit stop. One of our great Brazilian drivers. These Brazilian guys, man, they just are so passionate about racing. It's all forms of racing, man. Not just the Brazilian stock cars, which are amazing, by the way. But they like the stock cars, the Indy cars. They like Formula One. And also GT3, man. Just all kinds of racing these guys do. And I've got a lot of Brazilian buddies that race at High Octane Racing League, and Claudio Bardelli Jr. is a champion. at HORL, multiple times champion. Don't forget to support him. At his Sober Tom podcast channel. Thinking I might have that graphic up here in this on this side of things, but doesn't look like I do. Hank Stedeker, the leader. Take a look at here as Alexander Meshkov picking up P4. Good run there for Meshkov. Good top front 5 run for Alexander Meshkov. Not sure if we're going to see another pit stop in his future or not. Gordon Carter's had some trouble. Not sure what's happened to Gordon Carter. Oh, no! Oh, that is a hard lick for Gordon Carter. Oh, my gosh. That car is absolutely destroyed. Gordon Carter got off the track, high speed, and made contact with the wall. That car is absolutely destroyed. Take a look at that. Gordon Carter's machine. Big time damage for him. And he just lost the back end of it. He hits the wall there and then into the tire barrier. And that car is destroyed. Man, that was a hard lick right there. He just gets upsets the balance of the car, hitting the curb, and then hard into the wall. Man, that's infield care center stuff right there for Gordon Carter. And he is not moving around in that car. We'll hope he is okay. I don't see that head moving. Gordon Carter. Big time hit for him. Wow. Oh, man. Tough break there for Gordon Carter. We hope he's okay. In jest, I say that. We know he's okay. It's sim racing, but if you got a force feedback wheel, that can break a wrist, man. Depending on how much force feedback you have running on that. I know I have a BMW GT2 wheel at DD1 wheelbase, and if I turn the force feedback up quite a bit, it could sprain a wrist, maybe break a wrist. Gordon Carter out of the race. That was a hard bit of contact there for him. Hank Stedeker wants nothing to that. Now he's closing in on some lap cars. Ritzky Novar just ahead, I believe. He is 1 lap down in the 8th position. Let's take a look at Eugene Fedorov. Fedorov running in the, he's lost the front end of that car. Looks like looks like he's okay. But he lost the front end of the car. Weird, with the black coloration, kind of hard to see. He's running in the 9th position. Eugene Fedorov plugging away, 2 laps down. First car 2 laps down in P9 as we are 42 laps in. Starting to wind it down, boys. Stedeker trying to close this out. A little bit of traffic for him. Madiak running in 2nd. Vandertang running in the 3rd position, but he's got some company with Claudio Bardelli Jr. Actually, Colin Madiak's about 4 seconds up. So we want to close in on Madiak. Bardelli Jr. is down a little bit. I misspoke on that. So the 08 car of Bram Vandertang in P3. Bardelli Jr. 29 seconds back in the 4th position. Alexander Meshkov running in P5. Good run there for Meshkov. He's giving up a spot to Bardelli Jr. Take a look at that pass. Take a look at Meshkov. And Bardelli Jr. And Bardelli Jr. Battling through the turns. They swap a little rubber there on the tires. There was a little contact, wheel-to-wheel contact, as Bardelli Jr. tried to muscle his way through. Wow, let's take a look at that again. Hard right-hander here. Bardelli Jr. tries the crossover. And we got a left-hander coming up, and this is going to be a little wheel-to-wheel contact. Whoa, maybe not. That was close. I think they slapped high five to each other on the way by. Holy smokes, that was a great pass. A little risky pass, so we'll go on board here with Bardelli Jr. A little bit of a replay here. Crossover here. And then he's going to have Meshkov on his bottom side to deal with. And there might have been some contact. I saw that car shaking around a little bit. There might have been some contact here. Take a look at one more time. See if we can get a look at this. There might have been some contact here. Oh, yeah, there was a little wheel-to-wheel. Little wheel-to-wheel contact. And Bardelli Jr. muscles his way through. Not much talking on the radio there. Rubbin's racing here in IndyCars, apparently. Steneker the leader. Comfortable lead here for him with about 6 laps to go. About 5.5 laps to go now. Colin Matiak second. Bram Vandertang is third. Bardelli Jr. fourth. And Meshkov is in fifth. Dennis Vandeven running into 6th position. Emerson Scott is in 7th. Running in the 8th spot is Ritsky Novar. 9th is Eugene Fedorov, and Dan Richter rounding out the top 10. We got 3 cars out of the race. Gordon Carter, Dennis Udichin, and John Stanley out of the race. Dan Richter still plugging away, maybe thinking big picture here, but he's in the kitty litter. Dan Richter in the kitty litter as you see the lead lap car go by. Six laps to go. Now 5.5 laps to go with Hank Steneker. Steneker had to work his way up there. He started near the front, but had to work his way through a little bit of lead lap traffic, or the leaders, I should say. Vandertang, Steneker, Matiak all battling at the beginning of the race. Dennis Vandeven, man, plugging away right now in the 6th position, looking to maybe crack the top 5. One of our great drivers from Europe, from the Netherlands, I believe. He's been a great help to me and advice. Such a level-headed dude. He races GT3 races with us as well. He's done a few stock cars, but likes the road course stuff. And maybe some BTCC. We did a season of BTCC as well. And he's always been a supporter of High Octane Racing League. Those guys do a great job at Sim Racing Mania as well. And Dennis Vandeven, one of our good friends from the Netherlands. So I tell my students, man, I got friends from all around the world, man. May not have met them face to face, but we've been out on the track together, that's for sure. Sim racing is the way to unite people. Take a look at Bram Vandertang running in P3. A pretty comfortable position right now. Maybe a lap car there running with him. That's Ritsky Novar. Maybe on fresh tires. If I were Bram, I would probably just let Ritsky Novar go by, man. You know, don't let him get close enough to you where if you get on the brakes, he can run into the back of you. Not saying Ritsky would do that, you know, but, you know, mistakes happen sometimes, and you're not sure where those guys are going to hit their braking point. And you definitely don't want to get spun out here with just a few laps to go. Vandertang running in the third position. Good top three run here for Vandertang. And it looks like Vandeven's had some trouble. Comes off track. So a little trouble here for Vandeven. Oh, and he missed a shift. The back end of that car shot around. Vandeven in the grass. Doesn't lose a position, but the back end of the car came around on him as he shifted, and it broke the back end loose. Keeps the car pointed in the right direction, but he had to get up on the wheel, get that thing straightened up. He is running in the sixth position. Emerson Scott here running in P7. His first race out with us. Good run here for him. Been a sort of a quiet run. Once we got through about the first 15 laps or so, he's had a pretty quiet run here, but a good job. Good top 10 run, P7 for him. Wasn't able to join us in the first stint, but maybe we'll see him at the Milwaukee Mile next week. Staniker is smooth sailing. His worst, there are two things that you're thinking about right here. Number one, just hit your marks. Number two, don't get involved with something with the lap car where it's going to compromise your ability or impact your ability to win this race. You've got this thing sewn up. You just got to make some laps here with just 3 laps to go. Across the start finish line, we'll have 2 to go here at Indy GP. Fedorov still plugging away here, running in the 9th position. Top 10 run for Eugene Fedorov. He's had an eventful night, that's for sure, or eventful day, depending on your location. I think it's nighttime for Fedorov. And he's running in the 9th position. So Hank Staniker had to battle Colin Matiak, had to battle Bram Vandertang, teammates. And he's found his way to the front. He's on a mission to win the championship. And Hank Staniker got 1 more lap to go when we cross the start-finish line. It's all over but the shouting now. It's got a big lead over P2, and that's Colin Matiak. Hank Staniker is a specialty IndyCars, and you can tell it. You can tell by where he's at. He doesn't panic. He got into some great battles with Matiak, got into some great battles with Vandertang, and was able to walk away with this. About a third of the race in, he had a pretty commanding lead. Been solid on pit stops, solid through the corners, hitting his marks, being able to weave his way through lap traffic. Hank Staniker Off turn 13, or turn 14, down the straightaway, and Hank Steneker is going to come away with the race win here at Indy. So great job to Hank in getting the win. And I think he might be doing a burnout here. I don't know. So great job to Hank Steneker on getting the win here at Indianapolis Road Course, the Indy GP. Commanding victory for him. And Colin Madiak finishes in P2. Vandertang third. Bardelli Jr. fourth. And Meshkov finishes in the fifth position. 2 races, 2 wins. The Hank-Jan Steneker. So great job to Hank Steneker. Let's take a look at the final results. Hank Steneker gets the win. Colin Madiak finishes in P2. Bram Vandertang finishes in the third position. Finishing in fourth is Claudio Bardelli Jr. Alexander Meshkov, good top 5 run for him. Dennis Vanderven finishes in 6th. Emerson Scott in his first race out finished in the 7th position. Zaritsky Novar finishes 8th. 9th is Eugene Fedorov. Dan Richter finishes in the 10th position. Finishing in 11th is Gordon Carter. Dennis Uderson finishes in the 12th position. And John Stanley finishes in P13. So Hank Steneker getting the win here at the Indy GP. Fantastic run there for him. Fantastic run there for Hank. We'll see if we get him down here in the booth. All right, Hank Steneker joining us in the booth, and 2 races, 2 wins. This one you had to work for a little bit early on with Madiak and Vandertang. Talk about those battles there, and then what it was like for you after you got around those boys.
Oh yeah. First of all, thank you for hosting this cool series, a great race. Yeah, it was very tricky, of course, to start at the back after some issues in qualifying. Yeah, it was difficult to get past people. Obviously, I had to use a lot of push to pass to get a good run. And then my battle with Bram was not was not too spectacular. I could line up very well out of the last corner and used a lot of push to pass to make the overtake as clean as possible. And the overtake on Madiak was very well fought, I think. I wasn't sure if he was on a 1 or 2 stop strategy, so yeah, I really had to make sure that I would be in front of him before the pit stop. Otherwise, you never know. what will happen.
Well, I know a lot of guys, they like their road courses, the road course specialists. Now we're switching gears here a little bit and headed into 5 ovals in a row, starting off with Milwaukee Mile. What's your plans there as we hit that middle section of the season here, as far as the ovals are concerned?
I love ovals. I wouldn't say I'm a road course specialist, but I have a great setup, which I also sell with my own brand. So for anyone who wants to buy it, obviously just contact me. But for the ovals, I'm also very prepared, and I love them, and I hope to continue my very good streak now onto the ovals.
Well, you had good battles last time we did this with Salviev, and he obviously there's some extenuating circumstances. He's sort of cheering from the sidelines. And do you think anybody out there is going to be able to match you on the ovals next week?
Yeah, first of all, I want to wish Alexei a very quick recovery. I hope he will be able to race again soon. But yeah, it doesn't look promising, at least as far as I know. And for anything else, I know Bardelli Jr. is, I think, a very good oval driver. Meshkov is very good on ovals. Van der Tang and Nover will be driving pretty much the same setup as I am, because we have a technical alliance with Britsky, Nover, and Bromus driving for my team. So I'm also very happy with Brom's performance, by the way. He drove very matured.
Well, congratulations on the race win, and best of luck to you next week at the Milwaukee Mile. Be excited to see how that turns out. 2 wins in a row for you, man, setting up a run for the championship. So fantastic job for you, man.
Thank you.
So that's Hank Steneker here joining us up here in the booth, and another great win there for him, man. 2 road courses, 2 wins. Now we begin the ovals. Can Hank Steneker keep up the winning streak? We'll find out next week at the Milwaukee Mile. 200-lap race at that great track, man. Look at that. We got Milwaukee, of course, Indy, the crown jewel of motorsports, Nashville Superspeedway, Iowa, and then Gateway. Gateway is a fantastic track as well. All of those 5 tracks there, fantastic, and they are tracks that IndyCars race at too. And then finishing out the season at Road America. But we got a score to settle with the Milwaukee Mile coming up on May the 17th. Don't want to miss it. Hopefully we'll have our coding issues figured out there with the stream software. For some reason, it surprised me as I was ready to go live that there was an issue there. So we'll have to figure out what the heck went on with that. A little bit later tonight, the High Octane Racing League Saturday Night Thunder Next Gen Series will be in action for a 100-lap race at Kansas. A great track, and first time this mod or the Saturday Night Thunder Series has been there in the Next Gen Series. So these guys are testing some tracks and so forth, getting some setups going. And a 100-lap race from Kansas coming up later tonight. That's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And of course, the Tough Truck Series will be back in action for a 100-lap race on May the 14th. Race number 9 of the season. It's 100 laps. Some Charlotte, Lady Charlotte in the Truck Series. Thank you so much for joining me here on the YouTube channel. I know you're watching this on replay. I appreciate your patience. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you haven't done so. And smash the bell when races go back live. You'll get updates. That's going to do it for me tonight. We'll see you later. I am out of here.